And we're back with part 2 of In Rainbows, where we left off in part 1. We listened to All I Need, which was great. And, yeah. I am just gonna keep going. Next track, Faust Arp.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. It's on again, off again, on again. Fingers in the back, but pie. I'm tingling, tingling, tingling. It's what you feel now, what you ought to, what you ought to. But guess I'm stuck. We thought you had it, but no, for no real reason. Duplicate and triplicate and plastic bags and duplicate and triplicate. There from the neck up, I guess I'm stuck.
Hey, listen, that song doesn't, like, blow me away as much as any of the others do. It doesn't have me sat here, like, freaking out or anything. It's just a very, very solid interlude. It's just acoustic guitar, a nice little string arrangement, and some very good vocals. As an interlude, I would give it a 10. As an actual song, I would have to give it like a 9.5. Just purely because it isn't, like, blowing me away as much as the other songs. As an actual piece of the album, it is a 10. As an actual song, it's like it's a 9.5. But yeah, still solid, pretty great. I got no complaints. I'm just gonna move on to the next song, Reckoner. I think that one of my favorite things about the album is how good the percussion is on here. Like, this album has, like, the best, like, percussive sounds on any Radiohead album. Like, seriously, it's like, it just stands out so much, especially on this song. Like, you got the shaker in the left channel, you got the, like, very roomy sounding drums on the right channel. It's just, yeah, it sounds great. They work so well. Vocal layering here is absolutely incredible. God, that slowdown is so good. Again, this album is absolutely, like, stuffed with ideas, but again, it doesn't feel, like, bloated or too dragged out. It's like every idea is given the proper time to be fleshed out. And also, fun fact about this song, when he's saying, like, because we separate like ripples on a blank shore, the backing vocals are saying in rainbows, which is actually because this album was originally meant to be called Reckoner, but then they changed it to be in rainbows, so they put the backing vocals saying in rainbows in there, which I think is a great touch. It sounds really good. Oh, that bass line is amazing. Even the fade out sounds good here, dude. And I normally don't like fade outs. Oh my god. That is like probably the best like recorded song on the album. I think the production on that song is insanely good. The drums in particular sounded incredible. One of the better vocal performances on here as well. I think that like just the amount of space they leave in between every line is just so incredible, and the panning on that song as well is great. Predictably, the song is another 10. I have not had a single bad thing to say about this album yet, and that's not gonna stop with the next song, House of Cards. Longest song on the album as well, like by far, I think. Again, the thing that works the best about all of these songs is just how warm and inviting they all sound. Like, even with the more bombastic, energetic tracks like 15 Step and Body Snatchers, there's still something so warm and inviting and almost calming about them, even though they're so energetic and in your face. It just keeps that same energy throughout the entire album, and I love that. Especially on this song, the sound of this at the beginning is just so great.
I don't wanna be your friend, I just wanna be your lover. No matter how it ends, no matter how it starts, forget about your house of cards, and now they're mine.
Another thing this song does great is, I guess, progress the concept of the album. This album isn't necessarily a full story album in the same way like OK Computer and Kid A are, but this album definitely has some form of concept behind it. It's basically an album. It's sort of like a love album, but like not really. It's about this character being very desperately in love with someone who just doesn't care about him. Like on songs like 15 Step, where he's saying, you reel me out, then you cut the string. This person has led him on to believe that they love him back, and then they're lying to him. Body Snatchers, he asks what he's done to deserve this. Nude is him telling himself that he will never be with this person. It's like the self-deprecation. Weird Fishes is him falling into a very deep state of depression about it. All I need is a desperate attempt to... another desperate attempt to get with this person. Faust Arp... Yeah, Faust Arp's just an interlude, I don't really know. Reckoner is like, I guess, this person leaving and him begging to be taken with them. And then House of Cards is this person being swept under the table, basically being forgotten about. So it's like telling a full... It is telling a full story, I guess, actually. It is basically a full concept album. It's just so well told. Like, arguably better than OK Computer and Kid A, honestly. Dude, the use of space on this song is just so good. Each of these lines adds so much, even just him saying denial, like he's in denial of the position he's in. It's so well written, dude.
Throw your keys in the bowl, 'cause your heart's blown tonight. And forget about your house of cards, and I'll do mine.
Even... I can't talk. The concept is being pushed so well here. Like, even in him being forgotten, even him knowing that he doesn't really have a chance, he's still desperately trying, like saying, forget about your house of cards and I'll do mine. Like, he's begging them to leave the other person they're with and be with him. It's, again, writing is incredible here. This is the best chorus on the whole album, by the way. Hands down the best chorus. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Once again, I have 0 complaints. That is probably the most unique song on the album, as it doesn't really pick up, it doesn't really build, it doesn't really have any insane switch-ups, it just sticks with the one sound, and it does it so well. It's executed absolutely perfectly, and it's insane. This is the longest song on the album. Normally I would have, like, a problem with that, with the longest song on the album not having any switch-ups. But it just works so well here because the sound of it is so good, and they know exactly how long the song needs to be for it to not get boring. It also is one of the better written songs on the album as well, as it definitely pushes the concept the most out of any of these tracks, and it just takes it in such a interesting direction. This song is perfect. It's a 10. It's another 10, as if, like, anyone was expecting it to be anything else. Again, I've not had any complaints so far. Okay, we are down to the final 2 songs, okay? Next song, Jigsaw Falling Into Place. Oh my god, dude, those backing vocals add so much here.
Just as you take my hand, just as you write my number down, just as the drinks arrive, just as they play your favorite song.
This song is just such, like, a needed burst of energy at the end of this album. Like, I love that the album has a lot of slower moments towards the middle, but this song is definitely, like, very needed before we get to the end here, because if the entire second half was just slower songs, it would start to get a bit boring, so I'm very glad that they have a more energetic track here. It's also one of the best sounding songs on the whole album. I love the acoustic guitar here.
Before you run away from me, before you're lost between the notes, the beat goes round and round. The beat goes round and round.
This song builds so well as well. Like, the amount of, like, layered instrumental that's being added as the song progresses is so good. Oh, the way the backing vocals come back in here, oh my god. Honestly, I've been listening to this song a lot recently. I have not been able to stop playing it. It's so good. Oh my god. Second favorite song on the whole album, honestly. It is just so incredible. I love how energetic it is. I love the fact that it's led by an acoustic guitar. I love just the backing vocals at the start and at the end are just so good. Oh, dude. Perfect. Another 10. I didn't even mention the fact that this song also pushes the concept in a very interesting direction. It's like, this song The song is called Jigsaw Falling Into Place, and it's like a jigsaw is literally falling into place in his mind. This song is him realizing that this person never actually cared about him, and it's the feeling of, oh, I'm an idiot, why am I doing this? And this is him, I guess, sort of progressing and moving on from that. But as we are about to see in the next song, Videotape, yeah, I'll just let the song play and then I'll explain it.
When I'm at the pearly gates, this will be on my videotape, my videotape. Mephistopheles is just beneath and is reaching up to grab me.
I honestly love the fact that this album ends on a piano ballad. I normally like when albums end on a piano ballad. I normally like roll my eyes, and because it's just such a generic way to end things. But with an album as raw as this, I think it's like probably the best way they could possibly end it.
Out of control on videotape,
Oh, those backing vocals, oh my god. The way this song pushes the concept, I guess, is that this song is called Videotape, and you hear the drums doing this thing that sounds like a videotape being replayed, and I guess that's meant to represent this cycle being repeated, the same cycle of ruining your life basically for someone who you love who doesn't love you back. And it's just such a strong way to close it. Honestly, it's just this album definitely has the best concept out of any Radiohead album, definitely, and it ends on such a strong note as well.
This is my way out, saying goodbye, 'cause I can do it face to face. I'm talking to you before, 'cause I know today has been the most perfect day I've ever seen.
Again, what I said earlier about this being the best Radiohead album in terms of percussion and stuff, the way that the drums are made to sound like a videotape being replayed, it's just so good. Oh my god. That was In Rainbows, okay? I'm going to talk about the song first, then I'll give my thoughts on the album as a whole. That song is perfect. It is the best way they could have ended this album on. It's the strongest note they could have ended it on. Ties the concept together just so well. Oh my god, the sound of it is perfect. They got the piano, and in it with a piano song, it works surprisingly well here. The way the drums are incorporated, just everything about that song is perfect. It's so just incredible. It's a 10. Also, it's got an interesting thing going on where apparently it's all syncopated and stuff, and the piano is actually landing on the and instead of actual 1, 2, 3, 4. It's landing on the ands and stuff. I don't really care about that. It's not really noticeable unless you're watching them live, literally counting it out. Yeah, the song is perfect. The song is incredible. Anyway, what are my thoughts on the album? In Rainbows is very energetic, explosive, inviting, warm album. It is, everything about it is just straight up perfect. I have no complaints about it. I think the fact that it is self-produced is so amazing. It's something that sounds this good being self-produced is insane. That is actually insane. I am going to add up my scores, even though I know what the score of the album is going to be, and then I am going to tell you what it is. Wait, I don't even need to add up the scores. I know what the score for the album is. This album's a 10. This album is a 10. I don't think it's as good as OK Computer. OK Computer is a stronger 10 than this, but this is still a flawless, beautiful, energetic, incredible album. This thing is perfect. One of two perfect Radiohead albums. And that is going to do it for In Rainbows. We only got 2 Radiohead albums left after this. We got The King of Limbs and we have A Moon-Shaped Pool, and I'm very excited to get onto those. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year, or maybe we're already on 200 subs by the time you're seeing this, because we are very close at the time of me recording this. Request any albums in the comments that you want me to listen to when I'm done with my Radiohead series, because I'm trying to, expand and explore as many new artists as possible. And, yeah, I will see you all in The King of Limbs Part 1. Goodbye.